Yo, what's happening? I'm back, and today we're talking about, or discussing rather, painting my own canvas. And yeah, let's get started.
The Creator, the Creator Cast, the Creator, the Creator Cast.
Yo, long time no see, or long time no hear, I guess you would say. But getting to the topic at hand fairly quickly here. Painting my own canvas, and why you should do the same too. So I guess we should start with the meaning behind that. So the meaning of painting my own canvas is, sorry for the plosives. I got a new mic, so I'm just seeing what I can and can't use, can and can't say, or like how sensitive this fucking mic is. For all my music people out there, I got the AKG, the C214. It's pretty cool. Recorded a couple songs with it. It sounds very nice, very, very warm, very mellow. Pretty cool, But painting my canvas, what I mean by that, is everything is art. This world that we live in is art. Your life is art. And what can you do with art? Paint a canvas. When you paint a canvas, or when you take the time and damn, I lost my train of thought for a second. Okay, so when you paint your canvas, you're making your thoughts a reality, in a way. Just like when people make music, they start with a blank canvas, or a blank template, as you want to call it, right? So say I open up what I have open right now, Logic Pro, right? So it starts blank. Well, in this case, it didn't, because I had my template and all my shit set up. But let's say it started blank, right? Then I create music on it. I just made the thoughts that I wanted to put on this canvas a reality. They're on the canvas now. Something that, I created. Something that means a lot to me. And my purpose for this world, right? I take that same approach in my life. Saying like my world, my life is a canvas. It's your canvas. It's my canvas. So I'm going to paint it the way I see fit, right? Meaning like the world, the way you see the world is not the same as somebody else's way that they see the world, right? So the world is your own work of art, whether it's a positive depiction of your art, whether it's a negative depiction of art. Excuse me. it doesn't matter. You know, it's your art. That's what you see. That's what your mind sees. You know, that's your thing. Just like your purpose is your thing. Whatever you think your purpose is, which your purpose usually would be what makes you happy and what's challenging to you, what makes you create, right? So painting your canvas is really just, I guess, because it's not a metaphor. Because I mean, you can paint it. What is it called? I think is it an analogy? I think it's an analogy, but it's just an analogy saying you're only in your world. You're only in your world. So paint your world how you see fit. Don't let somebody else fuck your canvas up because they think that this should be here or that should be here. It's like, oh, you drew a dragon? Oh, okay. Well, with that dragon, how about you show this dragon breathing fire onto this house? It's like, no, nigga, that's not what this is for. It's not supposed to depict destruction. The dragon that I drew or painted depicts freedom to me because of the way it's flying over this village that I also painted just now, I guess. Seeing that I can go anywhere I want to. Hopping from village to village, this dragon does. So that depiction, you know, like that picture that somebody probably drew had an intense meaning to them. It's not just a dragon. And I guess it's another way of saying, like, your world is your world. Because the way you see stuff is not the way other people see what you're seeing. Perception is based on, hell, it can be based on how people are feeling that day, how great somebody's vision is, or if somebody's a pessimist or a opportunist, a realist, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? You could be looking at an obstacle course with somebody and being like, damn, that looks like fun. But somebody else could see and be like, bro, that looks fucking challenging, dude. Like, I don't want to do that shit. That shit looks crazy, bro. I'm not doing that, actually. I am not doing that. You know? Opportunists, pessimists, you know? But, you know, then we could take it back to your canvas. You could draw something and somebody just be like, oh, that's ugly, bro. What the fuck is that? And then you tell them what it means. And then you open their eyes. Because like, oh, damn. That's what that means? Oh, okay. Well, you know, it's kind of an ugly painting, but I understand where you were going with it. It's like with my music. Because my music is my ultimate canvas. Like, because I can do what the fuck I want to do now. I make beats now. So I can paint my canvas without another brush in my hand. Without a brush in somebody else's hand. Painting the beat for me, right? Because really what it is, you're just painting instruments in that sound good, that mix and mesh together, right? Or sounds, you know, screams, yelling, choir in the back, like whatever you think you want to add it. If it sounds good and it meshes together by your standards, Gives a fuck about what anybody else thinks. It's by your standards. It's your canvas, your painting, your perception of this world. You know, not anybody else's bullshit. Whether they've been on this planet longer than you or not, they're still seeing the world different than you. It's like, well, during my 40 years of being on this earth, I found out that this didn't work for you. It didn't work for you. Man, you need to do this. This is what made me successful. That made you successful. If I go and do that same bullshit that you did, it's not going to work for me. Or it may work. It may or may not work, right? But if you don't want that type of lifestyle, you know, is somebody else saying that you need to go do this, you know, hey, you need to paint this. Like back to my dragon analogy, right? Hey, you need to paint this dragon. You need to paint flames so it's burning down the village, not flying over it peacefully. And everybody showing love to it, right? You need to have this dragon killing these guys. It's like, no, nigga, that's not what this is for. This is not what my canvas is for. This is supposed to be peace, harmony, and freedom. Take that to your life. You need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to do that. No, motherfucker, I don't need to do none of that shit. What I need to do is do what my heart tells me that I need to do, not my mind. Your mind will fuck you over, bro. Your mind will block out your heart. Like, why do I work this dead-end job? As thousands of fucking business gurus say nowadays, you know, oh, I was working this dead-end job. I was working this dead-end job. Dead-end job, dead-end job, dead-end job. Job that paid me this, job that paid me pennies to work for, investing time for money, investing my time for money and shit like that, you know, and saying, this is what I did, this is what my blueprint is in my work, my, me, right? This is what worked for me. What, like, while like some of those blueprints have helped thousands of people get to where they are or have helped better, don't think that just because you take a piece off of somebody else's canvas and put it onto yours, that this is going to be the best fucking painting in the world, right? Like everything's going to go smoothly. Nah, you'll have to change this shit, my nigga. You're going to have to change your canvas a little bit. You're going to have to change what your canvas looks like because you just took off a piece of somebody else's canvas that looks nothing like yours. Hell, it probably looks better than yours or worse than yours in your mind, right? Now you got to change the whole painting. Or you can put on or put some things that were already on your painting, make them more elaborate or whatever, right? Like, you know, when somebody, you know, when you make a song, right? And your song is good, start to finish, you already made it out. You put that bitch somewhere, right? Damn. You put that shit somewhere, right? So after you put that shit somewhere, right? You get a call from somebody, right? Somebody who has way more followers than you or some shit, or email. And he's like, yo, I would love to be on this song with you, bro. Like, real shit. Like, if you could cut me in a little remix, give me a little verse in there, right? You send him the verse, you know, and he sends it back. I mean, you send him the song and he sends it back. And his verse is ass. Like, not ass, like, lyrical wise, but no, not ass, like, he's offbeat or whatever the fuck. No, like it alters the way your song is supposed to sound. Let's say your song is about peace and love, then he starts talking about depression and how terrible love is. Now you got a choice. It's like, do I still put this shit out because he's of extreme status in the music industry? Or do I text him back and be like, hey, my nigga, this shit was not how my song was supposed to be, but we can make another song together and we can make it about that shit. That's what I was trying to say when I was talking about like adjusting your canvas, right? Because when these people on YouTube, when they see you and they give you blueprints and shit, right? A lot of times it's like, all right, we got an interview at this time. Not an interview, but we're going to call you at this time. Bro, I got to be at work that day, dude. Like, I'm going to be at work at 10 a.m., right? Well, not me, but other niggas. Like, well, I got to be at work at 10 a.m., right? I'm going to be like 3 hours into that shit, into my shift, right? But I guess I can, either we can adjust the time or you might just have to cram in that video call at 11. You might have to duck a couple of niggas and duck your boss or some shit and go in there and talk. That's also, adjusting, adjusting to kind of conform to, I don't know if that really made that much sense, but not that analogy. But the one, I guess I wouldn't really say that analogy made that much sense to what I'm talking about here. But I know that the music one that I gave makes hella sense. Because it's like adjusting your life. It's like adjusting your life to, adjusting what, yeah, I guess it would be adjusting your life to see like what his blueprint is, or what kind of take what he did and try to implement it in to like your life or to something in your life that you want changed. Obviously it would be financials if you're talking to a business guru, right? Or somebody who has millions of dollars or whatever. Because even with the analogy, you get the feature, right? You're like, oh, yes. Oh, that was my point. Got it. The point was not that, the point wasn't that I was saying that you take a piece, right? And you alter that, right? You take a piece of what somebody's doing and alter that. The point was that when you take that piece of what somebody else has done and you take what they did like verbatim, probably should have said this earlier, getting back into podcasting if you can't tell, take that piece, put it on your canvas, right? Because you think it's gonna make your painting the best thing in the fucking world, right? Or because you think it's gonna make your song the best thing in the world, right? Then you put it on your canvas, or you let him put his feature on your song that is actually about love, not sad shit, right? Or your canvas, which is about a dragon free flowing and things. On his canvas, it's about death and despair and no freedom, right? Death, despair, and being confined in a jail cell or whatever, right? Or not even a jail cell, just a cell in general, just a cell that a mental jail. I'd say that a mental jail, being trapped in a mental jail, right? And you're like, yeah, if I have this song with him, this remix, yeah, it's gonna skyrocket my song past like 200,000 plus views. Yeah, of course. But is this what type of music I want to deal with? Because let's say you only make love music, right? There we go. Let's say you only make love music, right? But then you want to collab with other people, but they're talking about depression, like sadness and despair and killing motherfuckers, like being a shell of themselves. It's like, hey, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to raise the vibration of the world, not lower it back down, you know? Not saying that when you talk about depression, you're lowering the vibration of the world. But I've learned that through like depressive music, it doesn't really help people. It leaves you stuck in a depressive state after you listen to it. It's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, he's sad, so am I. But damn, how do I fix that? If you have a song where you're talking about your depression, but you also say, but I did this, I did that, that person will probably be like, oh shit, he changed his life. Okay, that makes sense. Let me go ahead and try to implement what he did into my everyday life. But anyway, it's neither here or there. But but you're like, oh damn, this is a good ass verse, but he's talking about like death and destruction and killing motherfuckers, and that's not. What the hell? Niggas just be doing stuff outside. Like when I want to record music or if I want to do my podcast, there's always some loud shit going on. It makes zero sense. That's crazy as hell. But anyways, it's like you're like, okay, he made it. Like this verse is fucking cold, but the song I put out's not talking about this shit. How, like, what do I do? Do I make it like, do I put this song out or do I just leave it be and just don't let it ever come out? Right? Same thing like with your canvas. It's like, hey, take this piece of this canvas. Like a famous artist, right? Famous artist. He says, hey, put this part. I'm going to draw something on your canvas, right? And they'll know it's from me because it's my signature art style. And after I do this, you can go ahead and put it up there. They'll love it. He does it, and it's like, hey, you're talking. This is sadness and despair, dude. Like this is not freedom and free flying and positivity, high vibration. This is not. Then sometimes you have to say fuck it and put it out, which I don't advise anybody to do because that is not the way you should do shit. Like, you should care about your canvas to not let somebody famous or somebody who has mountains of more money than you, just let you, you shouldn't just put your shit out with theirs when it's not your full vision. That's another thing about painting your own canvas. So that it's your own vision. It's yours. Now, if somebody wants to implement something in there, okay, cool. Start a new canvas. Start with them. Start the new canvas and start with them and create something with them. Instead of, yo, let me get you, you want to feature on this shit? Do you hear what they're talking about? Then it's like, nah, man. That's not the type of music I make. Or, hey, I heard you writing books. I heard you writing poems. Let me implement let me write a little bit on your book, right? I'm a huge fan of Stephen King, so you already know how I write. It's like Stephen King times 10. It's like straight to the point, somebody dies in the book, right? Then he starts talking about positivity and, oh, I love my friends. I love, and you're like, hey, this is not the same book. Like let's say he's like some world renowned author, right? And he's like, hey, this is not the same book that I was originally making. You wrote a chapter about love and happiness, which could do wonders. If you have like a horror story and you have a full chapter I was just talking about love and positivity and happiness, then go back to the shit, oh, that would be crazy. Like, that's crazy, dude. Straight up. Like, that's like world award winning author shit, you know? But let's say that it didn't go well with your story. But he's a world renowned author. He has a Pulitzer Prize for what he wrote, right? That you still don't say no, it's still not. You still don't say fuck it. But I'll write the rest of this book and put it out because it's not the full vision that you had envisioned. It's not the same thing that you had envisioned. If you're making something and somebody wants to be on it, you can say, actually, we can create something together. Actually, hey, you can be in the room while I make this beat and you tell me what you want on it. Actually, after we get done with the beat, hell, we can write lyrics and see what you feel about mine and see what you feel about yours, and we can just go at each other with lyrics and shit and get the writing done. Then we can record and see how you record, and then you can see how I record and see if that's cool. As our voices match together, right? So there is a vision that you two have together. Okay, hey, let's paint this canvas together. You paint what you want, like a little bit of it, and then I'll try to feed off of what you painted and do it like that. So it's our vision, right? That's how we should collab with people, not just here. You want to feature? All right, let me send this shit to you real quick. You fuck with that beat? Oh yeah, I fuck with that. All right, I'm gonna rap on it first, then you can go. No, we'll see what happens, because like one of the people that I actually made a beat for, these two people, right? One of them is Arrow G. Is if you've been watching my podcast or watched any of my videos, I've talked about him a lot, right? So me and Arrow G are making a song that's gonna be on my album, which is titled Canvas. Hilarious. Titled Canvas. I'm not gonna say when it's gonna be out because I still gotta work that shit out, right? It comes out when it comes out. You'll know. Instagram at KTC, all caps. You'll find out. Yeah. All right. But me and him we're making a song together, and I sent him the beat. I even revised the beat. I revised and edited the beat so I could give him time to talk about what he talks about. Because we both talk about spiritual shit, like heavily, right? So I'm already knowing how it's going to sound when he's on it. Because this song that I'm making it's about love, man. Love, the love chakra, heart chakra, right? It's called Take You There, right? This song is about love. We all have experienced love, so it's great. And when I sent him the beat, he was like, all right, you can do the hook, then you have your verse, then I'll do my verse, then we have that hook repeating. I was like, oh shit, he already knows how to craft a song, right? Which you should know that, right? Because, we're artists. Oh shit, he knows how to craft a song. Oh shit, he knows how to first get the outline of the canvas and see what that is. Get the little I don't know that much about art, like actual fucking painting and shit like that, right? But oh shit, he got the outline. Oh shit, okay. So he has the main idea of the story. Oh shit, Yeah, we'll write that. Hey, you write a chapter, I'll write a chapter. We'll look at each other's chapters. We'll revise and edit each other's chapters. You know what I mean? Like that. That's how a collaboration should be. Instead of sending somebody a beat or throwing somebody a paintbrush, yo, paint what you want to on this shit. Hey man, I don't fuck with that. What you painted. I don't fuck with that at all. But I'm gonna put it out anyway because you're somebody who's like popping for like popping. Um, that's not that's not the way to do shit. But like what I just said, like the collaboration and shit, like how a collab really should be. Like when I see, um, well, let's say something like Jay-Z and Kanye. That means they were in the studio together, or they sent shit back and forth from their studios, right? Um, it was like, oh, I fucks with that. I like that hi hat. Hey, send that back. Oh yeah. Oh shit, I can hear the perks in the back. Yeah, that shit cool as hell, bro. All right, come back. Oh, that melody kind of tight, bro. All right, my turn. Right, send that bitch back. Oh, I fucks with that. Going back and forth. That's what I think of when I see Kanye and Jay-Z. Now, when I see Kanye featuring Jay-Z, hell, they could be in there too, right? I mean, like they like butter on toast though. Like those niggas like are two peas in a pod when they rapping, bro. It's crazy. But you know that, bro, like just that collaboration. But when I hear Kanye featuring Jay-Z, I'm like, okay, so Kanye made the beat and then he rapped. Then he was like, oh shit, you know what, who think would be good on here? Jay-Z. Sends him the beat with his verse already on there, right? And it's like, oh damn, that's cold. Not saying that, you send somebody a canvas or you send somebody like a chapter of what you wrote and want them to kind of write the next chapter. Not saying that, it's always going to be bad or it's not always going to be what you envisioned. But a lot of times it's not going to be. Because like, that's why when people send me stuff, like features and stuff, I take my time. People be like, bro, what the fuck? Like you just not gonna put it out or you just not gonna rap on this? Like, no, I'm taking my time. I'm thinking about your beat all the time. I'm seeing how I can paint my little canvas on your already ginormous canvas. What can I add to your song? What in my world can I envision that would bring this song together? That would bring our canvases together? And that's that, right? And any of the features that you hear that I'm on, I mean, it's like, oh wow, damn, he complimented this song perfectly. Cause that's what I do. I'm just that nigga without an ego. But which is also cap. Everybody has an ego. It's just learning how to suppress it and destroy it, right? Which I've done multiple times. But you'll feel your ego. You'll feel it come back. Your fear is your ego. Fear of your fearing something is it can be a very physical emotion. But that's for another topic for another day. We're talking about painting canvases over here, Jalen. All right. No, but aside from all the analogies that I gave y'all and the mind fuck that I just gave myself because I got my analogy kind of mixed up and kind of wrong, but that's what happens. We don't skip nothing. We don't edit shit out. No, this is full. You get to see how confused I am on a daily basis now. Yeah. But painting a world that you envisioned for yourself and others. That's why I love artists, man. That's why I love artistry. Because when people paint these canvases, they're not just painting it for themselves. They're painting it for others. Like when the world is my canvas, to where like um the world is my canvas to a point where it's like I want to paint something, metaphorically speaking. I want to paint something um that helps me and other people, right? Creates a world that I envision for me and other people. And I don't know fucking infinite Tsukiyomi shit. Like, this ain't Naruto, bro. I'm not saying it like that. That shit crazy as hell. But I know, saying in a way that I just want peace and happiness, bro. That's what I truly want for everybody in this world. So I have to embody that, right? That's how you manifest. You embody what you want to be. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. So you can say, damn, I want this, right? Because the universe or the creator was not going to give you what you want. Who gives a fuck about what you want? He's going to give you what you are. So if you're not your passion, if you're not your career, how could you possibly even desire to want that? How could you possibly have the desire to even want to go up, right? Want to soar in your respective fields that you love, right? Or your respective passion. If you're not embodying your passion, if your passion doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your passion. You know what I mean? It's like getting a job, right? 100K a year, right? Oh, I love my job. Why do you love your job? Shit, I make 6 figures. That's it? What do you want out of life? A lot of people will say, I want to do my real passion. I want to do my real passion. What's your real passion? Writing. Okay. Playing golf. Okay. So much shit around here that can make you a professional golfer, right? So much shit that you can write on and get put out places to have your passion flourish. Your camp, like, don't live in somebody else's canvas. Don't embody what somebody else wants for you, because it's not your passion. Because then you'll start embodying a canvas that you didn't mean to paint. A canvas that you actually painted for yourself, along with other people butting in and painting it for you. Painting the other side for you. That's the negativity. When you paint that canvas, which you do indirectly, right? When you embody negativity or you embody greed for money, for more money, or anger, when you embody that, oh yeah, the creator's gonna keep giving you that shit. Yeah, you're gonna keep seeing negativity on a daily basis. This can make you a pessimist. Why I was saying the perception on the world is so different from somebody else's. Because you could be fighting for your life, my nigga. And somebody else by you is just like, oh man, what a beautiful day. And you look over at them like, what? Beautiful? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Beautiful? No. Shit sucks, right? And by the way, when you say that shit, it gets worse for you because you're also painting your canvas with terrible words. You know? After you paint that negative ass canvas that you painted and countless of other people have painted with you. Now you're embodying that. That's not even your passion, but it seems like it's your passion because you're always negative. You're always depressed. So it's like your passion is being depressed. So you keep embodying depression. You keep embodying that negativity in your life. That you have in your life. You're embodying the negativity that is circling around your life. You're wearing that like a fucking cloak. So I say that to say this. I'll say it again, as I said it like what, 3 or 4 times. It's probably the 5th time, 4th or 5th time. Paint a canvas that you envision for you and others. But most importantly, you. Right? Because you have to want to not embody the negativity in your life anymore, or embody something that you don't want to have in you. Ugh. Paint your own canvas that you envision for others, or for yourself and others, but most importantly yourself, because you're a chosen one, dude. You are the artist. You are the creator. Not to get mixed up with the almighty creator, right? In that sense, you are a creator. But since this is your life, you are the creator. In your life, you are your God, because you are creating what you want. You are embodying what you want in your life by way of the creator. Right? So you just have to want to embody your passion. Don't embody somebody else's passion, because while you're embodying their passion, you're also embodying your negative thoughts, because you never went and fulfilled your passion. You're not living your life. You're living somebody else's life. This is not you. You're living somebody else's life. They're living your life for you. Your passion is being ran through them. And I'm not talking about the passion that you want. I'm talking about the passion, the false passion that you have working at this job that you're at. Your boss is living out his fucking wildest dreams while you're stuck at work. Right? Now, being at work, if that's your passion, like your actual job is your passion, and you clock in, whatever, right? All for you. I'm glad you embodied that passion. I'm not saying that if you have a boss, that's not your passion, or you can't, I'm not saying that. There's a lot of people in the spiritual community, right? That's like, that are always talking like that. And it's like just because you have a boss doesn't mean he's always a dickhead, or she's always a dickhead. Like, there's bosses out here that really care about your well-being, your livelihood, regardless if they're getting paid more or less for you not being there. There's a lot of good bosses out here. We just only hear about the terrible ones because, what stories do you have about a good boss? Man, my day-to-day was great. My boss ordered us this and had a meeting with us and said that he loves each and every one of us. That's crazy, right? Then somebody else immediately, man, you're lucky, man. My boss did this to me. My boss did that and the third. Already extremely negative. Not even worrying about what the fuck you just said. Is, oh, Well, good for you. Now look, this is what my boss did. And I shift the entire thing from positivity to negativity. And that's what sucks, bro, because negativity is strong, bro. Like, I was gonna say it is stronger than positivity, but it's not. It's just easy to hop in that negativity bag because of how negative we've been as humans forever, right? It's so easy to hop in that evil bag, right? Because of how we are as humans. It's not easy to be good. Not until you realize how evil you are, right? But anyway, it's supposed to be on a lighter note because I've been going down a fucking rabbit hole with these, trying to figure out, okay, how do I make this more positive and shit? Or help people that aren't, thinking about murder and suicide and whatever the fuck, right? This helps. But just paint the canvas or paint the world that you envision for yourself. Embody that. Paint your canvas and embody that. I embody the artist's bag, right? Because I am an artist. What I do, whether I'm talking to you like I'm doing this podcast right now, or whether I'm singing, rapping, making beats, doesn't matter. I am an artist. This is my art. I am embodying the art, right? I am embodying my art. Every single day I listen to my beats. Every single day, the only thing I'm thinking about is beats, music. It doesn't matter. What new ideas for podcasts, new ideas for YouTube videos. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, let me go home and read my book called Lucifer Inside of Us, which is, oh my God, if I could give just apply it, that book is fucking phenomenal. And I'm only like in the second chapter, but it's a long ass book. Whether I'm fucking writing, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, and I'm not talking about writing like songs, because that's music, right? I do that with ease. But I'm talking about writing a book, which I do not do with ease, because it makes me want to hop into the bag that I haven't been into in a while. I haven't hopped in this writer's artistry bag yet. Well, I have with my poems, and a little bit of short stories, but I have finished one. I just don't know where it is. But writing a book, it's not easy. But you gotta embody what you want in life. Paint out your passion. Paint your canvas. Hop in your bag. Hop in your passion. And once you do that, it's quote unquote smooth sailing from there. I say quote unquote because, as we all know, this is life. Like, nothing is smooth sailing. There's always something gonna come and beat your ass. But you already have the blueprint laid out. If you embody what you want, now you just got to go balls to the wall with what you want to do, right? That's it. That's how you do that shit. Go 110%, then go harder, nigga. That's how you do that. And yeah, man. Just do you. Do what you want to do. Focus on your passion. Build your canvas. And yeah. Key signing off.